Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Out of Nowhere. Well, my special guest today is Janet Wildman. Janet is, she hasn't been on for quite a while. It might have been January, I can't remember now. Janet is a spiritual healer, clairvoyant, tarot and angel card reader, and also teaches spiritual development classes. She said, I'm just the person that spirit will work with. She's very humbled with such wonderful friends around her. Can we please welcome Janet to the show? Hello there.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for that, Bob. It's lovely to be back. And what can I say? It's lovely to be here.
Thank you. How did your journey begin into the spirit communication?
Okay, so I was born and had different things go on. I could see people, see things going on, but I didn't sort of understand it at the time, and it kind of scared me when I was a kid. And I did some stupid things with some stupid friends. No, they weren't stupid, I was, but like when you're a kid, Bob, and you delve into stuff, and we had a go at the Ouija board and all that, and other people were pushing it, but I was about a few inches away from it, and it flew across the room, so it scared me, and it gave me a really awful message. It kind of said, it spelled out that I was going to die on a Saturday night, and so I kind of got scared. And then later on in life, you get married, you have your kids, you do the rest of the stuff. Anyway, after I'd had my two kids, they were about one, picking them up and playing with them as you do. And my back went. And so I went to doctors, and they said, oh, we can't do anything about this. It's your cartilages in your spine have gone. So then I went to a physio, and they did a lovely job but didn't cure it. And a friend of mine said, well, go to a healer. So I didn't know what a healer was. All I'd heard about healing was Jesus, of course.
Yeah.
So then I found about this healer in Bradford. He's in spirit now, but I went to see him. His name's Don Greenbank, a very, very famous guy, lovely person he was. And he literally just, no manipulation, no invasion. He just put his two hands on my back, and I felt 3 bones in my spine go click, 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 and no pain. After that, no pain, none whatsoever. So I said he gave you a book when you'd done that first initial appointment, and it told you about his life, and then he at the end said about where to go if you want to learn about spiritualism and things. And so I went into the National Federation of Spiritual Healers and learned to become a healer, and that's how this started up again. So it was just one of those things. So so it's great fun.
What does spirit communication feel like for you in real time?
That's an interesting question. Spirit communication with me, I don't tend to see things. I tend to have to, if I'm really concentrating, I have to close my eyes and then concentrate if it's really busy or anything. But usually I keep my eyes open and things just come. And it's a case of somebody just puts words into my mouth, or a smell. We've just had an experience there with Bob, and a smell, and I actually tasted the smell, which sounds ridiculous, but it was that intenseness, and it's a feeling. I know when my spirit guides are with me because I start feeling them, and it's not a bad feeling. But when I first started, when I first learning and doing a lot of meditation, lot of my groups, I do a lot of meditation in, because that's the way to learn, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
But I used to get really hot on my back and in my body, and it was as though I'd got a hot water bottle, a nice lovely hot water bottle, but inside me, and it was lovely. And then I had a guide that was an Inuit, and he used to come in, and I used to be freezing then. But that's in real time, that's how it feels. It's as though they just come in very, very quickly, very, very subtly, and just say what they need to say, and then that's it. Yeah. So I hope that answered that.
Yeah, well, it does, because I think everybody works a little bit differently, but it's true what you say there. They'll come in and give you a message, ba-di-da-di-da, hope that helps you, and then they'll go, because sometimes there's other ones waiting at back.
Yeah. Well, I always think when I'm giving readings to people, and I've learned to be quite quick, Spirit's quite quick with me. And it can be, a room can be, it's a bit like, I always say it's a bit like Morrison's at Christmas time. Everybody's in, and everybody wants to talk. And you usually find that the people that come through first are the ones that in life will sort of come forward and get on with it. And the quiet, more shy ones would hang back. It's same in spirit. The quiet, shy ones will wait until whatever.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's like going to church and wanting to have a reading, but sitting back and saying to yourself, "Oh, I hope they don't come to me."
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want reading, but you're like, "Oh God, what if they come and what do I say?"
Yeah. Well, that was one of the things, Bob. When you sat in a church and you're not sure about what to do, if you imagine you've just died, and you trying to come through to medium, what are you going to say? That from the other side, because people will say, "Oh, that doesn't sound like so and so, so and so." Well, what do you want them to say?
Exactly.
I've just died. What do you want me to, if you come in and just say, "I love you," it could be anybody and anybody to anybody. I love you. But like me, if I died tomorrow and I came down to Bob, I'd say something like, "Hi, Bob, can you tell Paul and Mary that da-di-da-di-da?"
Yes.
And then you'd know exactly who I was talking to and exactly what about.
It's funny you saying that, because before we started, a good friend of mine has passed away, unfortunately, a guy called Jeannie Fletcher. Really fantastic psychic medium, gentle giant, would help anybody in any situation. If I rang you up and said, "Jeannie, I need to be at Castle Hill Hospital next week," "I'll take you."
Yeah.
And I just said to Janet, he's passed away. She said, "Well, I didn't know." I said, "If you get anything for me, tell me." 4 seconds, he came through and said, "Tell Bob, make sure about his socks."
Yeah.
And last time I did a show, I had my socks on. I finished the show and I turned round, stood up and fell over and landed on the floor on my back. So tonight I've took my socks off. That proves, the message I got from Gene was spot on. And he was laughing, I think Gene was.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So just shows what a good communicator Gene was, though, as well.
Oh, spot on. Absolutely.
Spot on like that. That's quick work. That's good.
Oh, that was quick. Another good question. This is, how do you protect your energy when communicating with spirit?
We go through. I personally, I go through a little ritual. So I ask my guides and loved ones to come forward and place me in their protection. Being a teacher of this sort of stuff as well, and doing this work a lot, I tend to have quite a lot of guides. Usually my main ones are my gatekeeper. Anybody that works with spirit has a gatekeeper. Now, this gatekeeper is a spirit that will protect you from, if I say mischievous spirits that shouldn't be coming through, they will protect you on that score. They will keep you safe. But because I'm the person I am, I go through all the people and the spirits and the animals that I know about and ask them to come in with their love and their healing and their protection, so that I can feel protected. Also, I imagine myself in a big pyramid. So I've got a big pyramid. I'm inside this pyramid. So I'm grounded, very, very grounded. And the love, the light, and the healing is coming in from the top of the pyramid. And on the outsides, I also imagine mirrors, so that anything that's negative gets sent back to where it's supposed to be without me doing anything at all. Because I don't believe now in sending negative. That's not what we're here for. We're not here to judge. We're just here to work with the love, the light, and the healing, basically, and do the best we can. So there you go. Hope that answered that.
It has. Can anybody learn to communicate with spirit, or is it something you are born with?
We're all born from spirit. Every one of us. So yes, any one of us can learn to work with spirit, because in my humble belief, we're mind, body, and spirit, and there's no getting away from that. Your spirit is part of you. Everything living has a has a spirit, has a soul. So yeah, you can learn. Some people would find it difficult, I'm sure, especially the people that are very materialistic and that sort of thing. I mean, even Hitler. When he wrote a book, and he was very spiritual. He went down the wrong side of spiritual, but he was very spiritual. If he'd have gone the right way, it'd have been a totally different world. But we all, to me, anybody can learn. It's just spending the time and going to the places and the people that you feel right with. And as I say, I mean, when I was a kid, I got scared silly with it all. And some of the things, I mean, people in churches will talk about, meditation being full of bunnies and butterflies and all the lovely side of life. But I've experienced meditations that have been like hell. I've been to hell and back. But that's life. And it's also allowing me to trust my spirit guides, because they will take me there and they will get me back. So to answer the question, yes, I do believe anybody can learn how to become either a medium or a healer or use their spirit gifts.
when you're saying about Hitler and all, a few years ago, I had Elvis Presley's one of his girlfriends on my show. She's American. She's a lovely lady. She does a lot to keep Elvis alive and everything. And she told me about Elvis being very spiritual. And I could understand that as well. She said, yeah, we're very spiritual. Sometimes when we were alone, he used to say things and sometimes he'd give me a message. And then she said, you know, and then he just got into with mixing with different people. And that's what basically killed him, basically.
Yeah. It's their ego, their greed, rather than anything else.
Exactly. And that's what it was, greed with him. He was so generous, giving all his money away. And because at that time, he found it very difficult going out, because everywhere if he wanted, he couldn't just say, right, lads, take me out for a meal tonight, because he couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's why he got on junk food.
Yeah.
That's what basically killed him in the end.
Yeah.
Like she said, what a spiritual guy he was. He was so in tune.
Yeah.
And that's going from the other side then, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Just shows you, doesn't it? You just don't know.
This is a good question, this one.
Go on.
What's one of the most profound messages you have ever received from someone in spirit?
Let's think. That
So
one.
what would blow your mind and think, oh my God, what's he said?
I don't really know. What I think it's not profound, but it's, if I say.
What about that one you said about my socks?
Yeah, well, it's. I think the ones that I'm going to say are the people that have lost babies and young children, and when you can bring them through, or that sort of thing, that connection, because obviously the child won't be speaking. They'll have to be sort of. I don't get names. When I work with spirit, I don't get names. I get characters.
Yes.
And when a mum loses a child, and it may have been born, not even born. I mean, I lost a child, and it's so humbling to be able to say, oh, I can see your grandma here, and she's holding a baby in pink, and it is, and the tears of relief, understanding that have come through because you've been able to say they're looking after this child in spirit, and this child is going to grow up and be an angel. You know, and things like that. So I don't quite know what the profoundness is there, but that's kind of on the other side of this. When I was in a development group a long time ago, when I was in Leeds, we were just in a circle, and we were just literally giving messages, and I suddenly said, there's two Chinese, a man and a woman, Chinese, in a car boot in a car park in the centre of Leeds, and everybody looked, what? But the day later, the police found these two bodies in an abandoned car in one of the car parks in Leeds.
Oh my
So
God.
that's quite. Years ago, I would have liked to have gone down the forensic route. They're looking for people route in this field. But in all fairness, now I don't think I could cope with it. It's too. I much prefer to do what I do rather than go on that side of things. It's a bit gruesome. You know, it's I'll leave that to somebody else now. So there you go.
Yes. There is people out there who do that for a living.
Yep. The police won't acknowledge it. They won't say it, but they do use us quite a lot.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And just for a bit of fun on that one, the water authorities use people with dowsing rods, and that's genuinely true.
They do.
Yep. So there's a lot in it.
Yeah. Mason's in chat room. He said, "What do you think about heaven?"
Heaven. Right. Heaven is what you make it. I think when I pass to spirit, I'll still be the person I am. But hopefully I'll sort of meet my mum and dad and all my friends and relations and the horses up there. And that to me will be heaven, without having to spend a load of money on chocolate and and all the rest of it. Heaven to me is how you make it. It depends what you class as heaven.
Yes.
If you're a nasty person, the way that I'm going to explain this is, to me, the earth is quite a dense frequency. It's quite a low frequency. So when we're working spiritually, we want the highest frequency we can get, because the further away, the highest frequency spirits are the best. They're the kind of angels, archangels, people like that. And you want to be working with the highest and the brightest. That's why we say it, highest and brightest.
Yeah, that's
so.
Right.
When you think about hell to me is closer to the earth, and it's like what people have to go through, like in war conditions, and anything that like the floods and things like this that people have to really struggle with life. But to me, my heaven, as I said, would be working with the horses and my parents and just enjoying life and so I hope that answers that one. We're not really sure. It's just a case of how you feel about it yourself.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you there as well. Right, I'm just writing these down. I'm asking people in chat room at the moment. Yeah. I've done that one, I think. What's your personal daily spiritual practice then?
I'm very lazy. It depends. If I'm working spiritually, if I've got to work a job on like this tonight.
Yeah.
I'll try not to do too much in the day, as in physical or anything like that. Because the energy that I use, or that spirit use with me, is immense. So the thing is, I don't do. A lot of people, like healers, will have lists of people to go through on their healing list. Now, as I said, coming on this show tonight, Bob's Lovely Show. So I did my opening up. So I asked my spirit guides and everybody to come through. Then I opened my chakras up, so that I'm on working on a higher frequency. So it's easier for the spirit to come down and work with me. So when I finished on this show tonight, I will go away and close myself down, ask all my spirit guides to go back and thank them very much. And then when I go to bed, I don't kneel or anything like that now. I'm getting too old. It's too much struggle getting up out.
Yeah.
But I sit in bed, and then I will do some healing prayers. But I don't go through lists of people. It's just anybody that's said a name to me or wants healing for so and so. I usually just say it, and then say good night to spirit, and then that's it. So I'm very, very lazy. I don't do a right lot of I should be saying this on here, should I? I don't do a right lot of chanting or anything like this. It's just a case of I get up and get going on a morning, and as everybody else does. We're just the same as everybody else.
Before we go to any readings, one last question. How do you usually explain what you do to someone who's totally skeptical?
I usually say, well, it's really good to be skeptical. And that's true, because we've all been given a brain. And if you're skeptical, you will question. And it is always good to question, because people that aren't genuine mediums will say a lot of things, and they can be absolutely false. But somebody that doesn't question will say, oh, yeah. But to answer your question about what I say to somebody, I just say that I'm a radio. I'm a transceiver.
Yes, right.
So I pick up a signal from spirit, and then I give it. So I receive a signal, and then I transmit it. And that's all I am. I'm nothing. I'm not special. I am just a person that's got a bloody great big, a really big aerial sticking out my head.
I like that. Yes, I like that.
And I'm able to say it out.
Of course you are. Yeah.
And that's what a medium or a healer does exactly the same thing. Receives the healing from spirit, and then is able to pass it on. And it doesn't matter whether you're a Reiki healer, crystal healer, healer from planet whatever. It's you're a healer. You're a natural healer. If you're doing it right, if you're a natural healer, then you're doing it right. Whatever you call yourself. And you can just be a healer, not with a piece of paper. Like Jesus, as far as I know, Jesus didn't have any qualifications or anything like that. He was a healer, the best you can possibly be. And that's what you want. A healer is somebody, in my belief, that will sit and be able to listen to people or animals, and then give them the comfort. They don't have to say much, or they don't even have to put hands on. It's that ability to be there for someone and listen to somebody and just be there.
That's so true what you're saying there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dragon's asking a question. Have you ever been attacked by spirit?
No. I haven't been attacked. I've been scared. And I've walked into situations that I really shouldn't have walked into. I do sometimes do house cleansing. But it's mainly, I've found it's mainly the people that have got the wrong end of the stick when they've got the spirit are around. They think that there's something nasty going on, and actually it's not. So Not really. I haven't been attacked. I've been woken up in the middle of the night by people yelling, which I yell back and tell them to go do one. And that's politely putting it. But
Yes.
not physically attacked, no. When I said about the cleansing, I once went to a house and this lady was terrified because she felt a spirit wandering around, and even on a night when she went to bed, and the bed dropped. And I said, "Are you sure you want me to get rid of this spirit?" And she said, "Oh, yeah." And I said, "Has your dog just passed?" And she says, "Oh, yeah." I says, "Was your dog an Alsatian?" And I can see this Alsatian coming up here. This is why I've been asked to say it. And this lady used to have an Alsatian, and it used to follow her around the house. And on a night when she used to go to bed, it used to jump on the bed. And that's what was still there. And I said, "Are you sure you want me to get rid of this spirit?" And when she realised, she said, "Oh, no." And that's what happened there. So, but yeah, she was a little bit concerned about, but she didn't realise. And there's been a few where I've done, and it's been the let's think, the parents or the grandma or somebody that's the weird ones are the ones that the people have lived in the house before.
Yes.
And then the people that have lived in the house before don't like what's going on. Well, you can just imagine that, they don't like the decorating and the things being moved, and can't kind of grasp why this is happening. So it's a case of just asking a medium to come and ask the people, or say to the people that have lived in the house before, and just say, well, actually somebody else has got your house now, and you've got to go to where you need to be in the spirit world.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We're not, it's not like the old exorcism things, you can't banish them or anything like that, but you just ask them nicely, and you ask your spirit guides, once again, the ones that do that work will come in and guide the previous owners to where they need to be, and usually you find that calms things down quite nicely. So there you go. Sorry, rambling.
No, you're not rambling. It's true what you say, and it's nice to explain it to people, and so people in the chat room understand.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that's what I'm doing.
I'm sure you are. Right, you ready to do a few little readings?
I go on then. I'm just going to pop my light on first because it's getting dark.
Go on, then. Yeah, go on.
There you go.
Right. I put them down in order when everybody came in chat room there. I love a reading, so I put them in order so nobody gets missed out. First one is for Janice. She just wants a general reading. Okay,
Janice. Thank you for coming on this evening. Janice, I've got somebody here that's kind of feeling a bit sick and a bit ugh. And I'm just trying to work out why. I feel as though this person's feeling this in physical world, and I feel as though they've got kind of a headache going on, because I've got somebody in the world of spirit now just giving me a blooming violent headache. Whoever's in spirit used to suffer very much with headaches. I do feel as though it's a gentleman coming in with the headaches, but I feel as though in his younger days he liked to do his hair, and he's sitting here like this, like preening himself. But he's talking about you looking after yourself a little bit better, and he's just saying that I don't know if you need to get your eyes tested at all, Janice there, love, but he's saying just watch your eyes. And this gentleman is just giving me a fag. Sorry, that's the way he said it. So he's just giving me a fag, and he's just saying, it's as though it's like leaning against a lamppost at the bottom of the street here, going like this. So I don't know who this gentleman is. As I say, I don't get names, but I feel as though he didn't die old. I feel as though he was kind of in his probably late 20s. But he does come round you with a lot of love, Janice, and he's just saying he wants you to get your glad rags on again and get yourself out and get yourself going. Now, I've no idea where you are in the world, but he's just taking me to a fish shop at the end of the street. I've got a fish shop, and I feel as though it was quite a. It's just giving me the fatty taste of fish and chips here. I've no idea who he is, but he's just saying you really need to get your glad rags on. You really need to get yourself going again, and stop living in the past and start living in the future. Start looking forward to things. He is bringing a little like a Yorkie or a Scotty dog here, little white one, and it's just sticking its tongue out, and it likes to have its tongue out. So I hope that made sense. What I'm going to do, I forgot to say, it's for entertainment purposes only, is all this stuff. But I'm just going to pull a card as well, because I've got some on my desk. Yeah. So this is the Earth Fairy that's come out for you, Janice. And this is physical health. So he's just said, get yourself going a bit, grounding, and get your foundations on. Okay, so with that, when I said foundations, I got actually foundation cream. So he's just rubbing your cheeks a bit, and he's just saying he's just saying, just keep your sinuses going with this. All right. And just a quick one from me. If anybody's suffering with the sinuses, the best thing to do is hum about 5 minutes a day, because that vibration of your humming actually releases it. So there you go.
Thank you for that. Janice, she just said she suffered from headaches, and she does living in the past makes sense, she says.
Right. There you go then.
Right. Okay. Good. Number 2 is Rebecca. She just wants a general one as well, please. Rebecca.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just write them down, and then I know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay. I've just got to put my glasses in my mouth. Whoever used to do this. Yeah. So, Rebecca, I feel as though somebody used to hold the glasses in the mouth while they were working. I do feel as though, once again, it was a gentleman. And he's giving me a pencil, and he's doing some diagram work with it. And it's as though you need to start planning your life out a little bit. Because he's coming in, and he's just saying, get the lists correct. I don't know, Rebecca, what you're trying to do here, but it's as though he's putting everything in columns for you, and he's saying it's a bit like doing maths. You've got to do the column work, and get things sorted out of what you want, what you need, and how to go ahead and do it. He's also said about clearing some rubbish out, or something out of an attic or something like this. And he's saying it is all right to get rid of stuff that you don't need. Don't hang on to things. because I feel as though the way he's talking about his glasses dangling, he hung on to a lot of things. In fact, I feel as though he was a bit of a hoarder. And he's giving me some like lead toy soldiers, very old-fashioned lead toy soldiers. And he's gone right through to the, you know, the Nutcracker soldiers that that painted nice for Christmas.
Oh yeah,
He's talking about all that sort of thing, and it's as though he put everything in cases. And I feel as though, I don't know if they're in your attic, but he just says it's a case of, if you want to get rid of them, take them to Vinted or something like that. Don't. If you know, just don't chuck them, but see if you can get the benefit from them. He is also talking about you getting benefit from other people's advice, but he's saying, remember, there's one lady that he's talking about, and he's saying take her advice with a pinch of salt, because she's not telling you exactly what's supposed to. What you suppose she's giving you what she wants you to hear, not what's actually going on. And I do feel as though there's quite a lot of a mix up around you. This is Rebecca, so I don't know what's going on, but it's as though there's somebody just being a little bit awkward there and not giving you the right information. All right, and I'll just pull a card. I've got a pack of cards here, guys.
Yeah, lovely.
So, there you go. You couldn't write this, could you?
You could, no.
Letting go. So basically, let go of things now, Rebecca, that you just don't need. Don't hang on to it, but let the emotion go as well. All right.
Yeah, lovely. Now then, a good friend of mine and yours next, Mary.
Oh, hiya, Mary.
She's just come in chat room as well.
Oh, hiya, Mary. It's lovely to know that you're there. Thank you for coming on. Immediately, I've got your little dog here. In spirit here, coming in. And it's kind of running round my legs like nobody's business. And it's kind of wanting a, I don't know if you used to give it or Paul used to give it biscuits, but human biscuits, because it's asking for a biscuit. So I don't know what's going on there. Mary, what's going on with your feet and your legs? Because I've got you. Feel as though I've got your mum here, and she's kind of rubbing your legs, the bottom half of your legs, my love. And she's just saying, can you keep your feet and your legs going? Because she's just rubbing the calves there, and she's also taking me up to your neck. She's putting a lot of people won't like this, so you'll just have to excuse her. But she's giving me a big fox fur around your neck to keep your neck warm, because she's giving me a bit of a dodgy neck here. And she's saying that's what's affecting your ears and your dizziness.
Balance.
So that's it. So this lady's just giving you this just to keep you warm. She's also bringing me a can of Campbell's soup. So I don't know if she used to like Campbell's chicken soup, but she's giving me a Campbell's chicken soup. And she's saying there was nothing better when you were poorly.
That's
so
true.
She's coming in here with that. She's saying you've done really, really well. I have got a gentleman in the world of spirit coming, Mary, for you, and he's giving me. I feel as though he was in the Navy. He's giving me a big coat that they usually use in the Navy, but he's putting medals on you, and he's saying you deserve every medal that you get. because you do so well for so many, you don't realise. They are as well, and I know Paul paints pictures, but I've also got to give you a paintbrush, and not for your house, but for you to do some painting yourself there, Mary, because I feel as though you're not letting yourself come out with the artistic side. You've got to come out with your artistic side, my love. And even if it's just a little drawing or a little sketch, I feel as though you really need to just sit and just do this. It may not be good to you, but I think that actually it'll do somebody else good, if that makes sense. And I've also got a lady coming in with this other lady, so it's Grandma, and she's just bringing a lovely pot of tea, and she's saying, I liked my tea, but she liked it with cream in. She said, I loved my cream tea, and I've got to give you that, Mary. So I'll just give you a card, Mary. So I hope that made some sense. When I do this sort of thing, I never know whether it's going to make sense or not. So it's just what I get from Spirit. So that's the way it comes. Right. Mary, the truth is going to come out about all sorts of things.
Oh, yes.
So will you watch for that? Because I think there's a lot more going on. And it needs to come out, and you will get to know about the truth. So will you just, and that's for you, Mary, not Paul, for you. All right?
Just for Mary.
Yeah. All
okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm sure she'll get back to us. Next one, let's have a look. Oh, Steph next. For Steph, a general reading.
Right. Okay, let's go to Steph. Now then, this is going to sound strange, Steph, but I've just been taken to a house that's got a very, if I say a winding staircase, a wooden winding staircase, and it was lovely. But I don't feel as though you felt comfortable there. Steph, I don't know if you've been getting dreams about, I feel as though you've been getting dreams. This is going to sound a bit weird, so you'll just have to excuse me. But where this staircase is, it's a feeling as though you've been there before. And it's a feeling as though it's a past life experience. But the way that they're giving me it, it's as though you've got to kind of accept this experience and just remember that it was a past life. It's nothing to do with now. You've learned that lesson and you've moved forward. But this spiral staircase has given you this feeling of going back. So please understand that Spirit aren't sort of trying to hurt you or anything like that. They're just saying, just let things go and get on with your life. Now that was a very, very strange thing. But I have got to say that it's as though, Steph, you need to be reading a lot more books, genuine, proper books. And if I say about hieroglyphics and things to do with ancient Egypt and things like this, they're giving you the knowledge and but you've also, it's a bit like doing this job. you get parts, and then kind of you've sometimes got to fit it together yourself, or give part of it to the client, and they've got to fit it together. And that's what they're saying to you. Sometimes the codes or the letters don't fit correctly, but you've got to kind of go beyond this. So there is a gentleman coming from the world of spirit who used to do a lot of gardening, and he was forever pulling weeds up, and he's just saying he's still there with you. He's got his boots on, his wellies on. I feel as though this was either granddad or an uncle, and he's pulling. It's as though he's pulling weeds up, and he's getting nowhere fast. But when you take a step back after half an hour's work of pulling weeds up, there is a clearing. And this is what he's saying to you. Whatever you're doing, you don't feel as though you're getting anywhere. And it's a bit like this spiral staircase. You don't feel as though you're getting anywhere, but actually you are. It's just having that little bit of patience and willingness to continue. And that's what he's saying. He is taking his hat off to you, saying, you're doing all right. You're doing fine. Okay. So I hope that made some sense. I'll pull a card.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, Steph, you've got the bee.
The bee.
The bee, which luck, industriousness, and sweet victory. So, once again, it's explained it all, really.
It does explain it all as well. Yeah, that's a good one, is that? Right. Oh, yeah, Julie. Yeah, one for Julie here. She wanted to know about her two sons who are in spirit world.
Right, okay.
Lost them both.
Right.
And she wanted to know if they've got a message for her.
Right, let's just get your two sons. Let's see if we can do this. Right, one of your sons, I feel as though was quite cheeky, because he's going like that. So he's coming in. The other one's just waving. I do feel as though one of them had a problem with his tooth as well. Just there. They're giving me lion. They're both coming in with a lion. And they're talking about you having strength, having the strength now. I've got to talk about the curtains. One of them's moving your curtains about a bit. So if you're in bed on a night and you see the curtains move and there's no window open, it's this young man doing this. They are both okay. They're right there. I've got one with a tankard. So I'm trying to find out what's in this tankard. It's saying it's ale.
Right.
Ale, not beer, ale. So just know that they're there. Know that they're with you. One of them's giving me a teddy bear. Not too big.
Yeah.
Kind of a teddy bear. brown with like checker and a love heart. And the other one's giving me earphones. So I love music. But they're both here together. And I don't know when they died, what age that they died, but they're showing me themselves as young men. So that I would have said that they're in 19, 20-ish, 18. I don't know, but they're giving me this age. So if they died younger, I'm sorry, but they're showing me as they want to be seen now. So this is what they're giving me now. They're also talking about comforting you, Julie. They're coming and they're comforting you. They're giving me. I've got a golden retriever with one of them, and it comes round and it's kind of coming round you as well, and they're just saying we are here. There is a lot of love for you, and we're sorry, but we had to go when we did, and they're just sending all that love, and I hope that made sense, because that's all. Okay, I'll just pull a card. As I say, I don't know what age they were, but they're coming in with that age, so I hope that made sense. Right, so for Julie, we have the Fire Fairy, which is that one.
Oh, yeah.
Which is creative action and optimism. So, yeah, so just keep yourself going there, Julie, and, you know, they are there with you. So,
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Right, number 6. Oh, it's Dragon.
Right.
I can't remember her name, you know, it's silly, but she comes on here as Dragon.
That's all right. It's all right. I don't want to do too many because I'm out tomorrow working as well. So
a general one.
Yeah. Okay, Dragon. Right. I know that I think you said you were in Wales. Well, I'm really sorry, but I've got to take you up Scotland. Because I've got somebody singing here. I'll walk the high road and you walk the low road, or something like that. So they're giving me that. Now then.
They call her Loki, Loki.
Yeah, that's no worries. I can work with that. Right, there's a gentleman here talking about a computer, and he's literally hitting the top of a computer for you. Mine learns to fly occasionally as well. But so Dragon, they're talking about your computer not working well, or something going on with your Wi-Fi, and they're just saying it's as though you've either just need a new Wi-Fi connection or something. So something's going on with that. It's as though there's a bad connection somewhere from the box to the computer or something like that. So whatever's going on, just don't kind of blame totally the computer, because it's not its fault. But they're talking to you about you need to get out there. You need to start walking. I don't know where you've been walking, but it's you take the high road thing. It's as though you've kind of stopped wanting to go out and it's as though the energy's gone. And they're saying the best way to get your energy back is to go walking and get yourself going. So they're giving me these walks, and it's as though you need to sort of just go up and down a bit. I don't know who around you had a chairlift, but they're saying no. It's as though you need to get going, rather than just have this. You know, if you have a chairlift, you kind of, if you don't use it, you lose it. If you see what I mean, that's what they're saying. So I mean, it's up to you, my love. I'm just saying what they're saying from spirit. But I see you walk with crutches, right? Fair enough. Then obviously you probably need it, but they are saying you really, really do need to keep it going. So if you do need a chairlift, yeah, get one, love. But it's a case of just keeping going, getting that energy, keeping going. I've got to give you, there's a gentleman here and he's got a camera, a proper old-fashioned lensed camera. And they're saying that I said to Mary about the artwork, I feel as though you've got a really good eye for photos. So I don't know if you want to go out with your little camera, with your phone, but I feel as though you've actually got a really good eye for this and colour and things. And I think that's why they're taking me out, and they're taking me out and getting you out to different places. Okay. I have got a lady here who used to use an old-fashioned typewriter as well. Say old-fashioned, you know, the ones that used to really hammer the keys. And they're just saying it's as though you need to write things down and get things typed down, get your memories on paper or on the computer. And it's as though you've got a right lot of experience and you need to get it out there, my love. So that's what they're giving me. But no, they're just giving me all this, my love. So please, if you get to the point that you need a chairlift, please, because they've given me it, so I have to give you it. But there you go. So I'm gonna just pull a card. All right, I'm getting quite tired, Bob. So
that's no problem. We'll call this the last one then.
Okay. I've got to go to York tomorrow as well.
Oh my God.
Right. Oh, this is a good one, Dragon. The Raven.
Oh, yes.
That's lovely. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. So this is bringing things in for yourself. Now, as I've said, I've got people around bringing things in for you, and it's just a case of learning to see the events and putting them together. But Spirit are with you and they're there for you, my love. Yeah, go for it. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm sorry, guys, but I am getting tired now. The energy's going.
Thank you, Janet. It's been really good. Everybody's, had a good reading tonight.
Good.
Everybody's enjoyed it.
Good.
I know you. Janet says, "Thanks, Janet. Take care, Bob. Put some slippers on."
Yeah.
Night, everyone.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
No, pleasure.
My guest next Wednesday is Doug Ichek. Now, this guy is a Bigfoot fanatic. He's been doing it 30 odd years. He's had a couple of signings himself. He's been on Ancient Aliens numerous times over the years. Coast to Coast Radio in America. He's quite a famous guy. He's on next Wednesday, the 15th of April, 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock in the UK. That's next Wednesday. Yeah, and Friday, it's Steve Ward on Friday. I think he's from the UK. Psychedelic. So thank you, Janet. It's been lovely as ever. Dragons just say an excellent evening. Thank you both.
That's good.
Really enjoyed listening to Janet. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Janet and Bob from Rebecca.
Lovely. Thank you.
And you take care, Janet.
Will do. I'll see you around.
And I'll see you around. Thank you for that little reading.
It's a pleasure. Pleasure.
I'll just end the show now. Come back to you.